You've heard magnesium glycinate can help you sleep deeper, relax your nerves, calm leg cramps, and support your heart. And it can. But there's one mistake, one tiny habit that can turn this gentle mineral into the exact opposite of what you hoped for. Instead of settling your body, it can snap you awake at 30 oded AM, tighten your chest, and push your heartbeat into overdrive. Most people never realize the real because they chalk it up to stress, aging, or just one of those nights. But the truth is far simpler. The supplement isn't the issue. The way it's taken is, I see so many older adults doing everything right except for this one detail that shuts magnesium down before it can help. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of reactions that keep your body steady, your muscles, your heartbeat, your nerves, your sleep. When it reaches the cells that need it, you feel the difference quickly. When it doesn't, the body pushes back. So today we're cutting through the confusion. I'm going to show you the exact habit that stops magnesium glycinate from working and how a small adjustment can turn it into one of the most supportive minerals in your routine. If you're watching this, drop a quick comment and say hello. This community is here to help you stay strong, steady, and confident in your health. Now let's look at the mistake almost no one realizes they're making. Let's get started. Mistake number 5, mistake no. 5, many adults take magnesium right after a full meal because it feels safe, familiar, and easier on the stomach. But the moment magnesium enters a gut filled with certain foods, absorption can collapse without you noticing a thing. And the surprising part is this: the foods that interfere the most are the very foods people rely on to stay healthy. Whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, spinach, beet greens, dark chocolate, and high calcium foods all contain natural compounds that bind tightly to minerals. These phytates, oxalates, and competing minerals aren't harmful on their own, but once they meet magnesium, they act like clamps. They trap the mineral, lock it into a form your body can't use, and send it straight out as waste. This is where the frustration sets in. Picture your routine. You prepare oatmeal for fiber, add almonds for heart health, maybe toss spinach into lunch for more vitamins. Then you take your magnesium afterward, feeling confident in your choices. But inside your gut, that healthy combination becomes a perfect storm. Fiber drags magnesium away. Oxalates bind it tightly. Calcium competes for the same absorption pathways, and the supplement you bought, hoping for deeper sleep, steadier nerves, or fewer cramps, never reaches your bloodstream. This isn't rare. Many adults follow routines that unintentionally cancel out their supplements. They take magnesium for months with little change. They assume the brand is weak, the dose is wrong, or age is against them. In reality, the supplement never had a chance. The timing was the problem. The good news is that magnesium works incredibly well when given the right environment. It doesn't require special meals or complicated routines, just space. Time away from heavy fiber, nuts, seeds, leafy greens, whole grains, or calcium-rich foods allows absorption to rise dramatically. When taken on an emptier stomach or 1 to 2 hours apart from these foods, magnesium can finally move freely into the bloodstream and reach the muscles, nerves, heart, and brain. If you prefer taking magnesium with food, choose something gentle and neutral: a small portion of white rice, a plain piece of toast, soft cooked vegetables like zucchini or squash. These foods don't bind or compete. They simply allow your body to absorb what you paid for. And when people correct this single habit, the shift is often noticeable within days. Sleep feels more restorative. Muscles stop firing at night. Evening tension eases. The nervous system settles, not because the supplement changed, but because your body finally gained access to the mineral it needed. Fix the timing, remove the blockers, and absorption opens. When that happens, magnesium stops being a wasted supplement and starts becoming a meaningful tool for daily comfort and nighttime rest. Now let's talk about an even bigger disruptor, something so common in everyday life that many adults never realize how aggressively it drains magnesium from their system. Mistake, no. Number 4, daily routines often revolve around familiar beverages. A, Warm cup of coffee to start the morning, an iced tea to get through the afternoon, a glass of wine to unwind in the evening, maybe a soda or sparkling water with dinner. These drinks feel harmless. They feel comforting. They've been part of your rhythm for years. But here's what almost everyone overlooks. These everyday beverages can wipe out your magnesium long before it reaches your cells. Coffee and tea contain compounds that latch onto minerals the moment they enter your digestive system. They don't give magnesium a chance. They bind immediately and trap it. Then caffeine adds another layer of interference by speeding up the kidneys, pushing magnesium out of your body faster than it can be replaced. So even if your supplement survives the digestive process, your kidneys may flush it away before your muscles, nerves, or brain ever receive it. Alcohol creates a different form of disruption, but the impact is just as significant. It irritates the lining of your stomach and intestines, weakening the surfaces responsible for mineral uptake. It also accelerates mineral loss through urine. Many people enjoy a small drink at night without realizing that a single glass can derail the magnesium they took earlier, especially if they rely on it to relax, calm their nerves, or fall asleep. Alcohol may create a temporary sense of ease. But inside your cells, the mineral that truly supports rest is slipping away. Carbonated beverages contribute in a quieter way. The acids in soda and sparkling drinks shift the gut's environment just enough to make magnesium harder to absorb. You don't feel any discomfort. You don't notice a reaction. But over time, this subtle interference can weaken your mineral levels and keep your supplement from doing what you expect. Most people never connect these drinks to their nighttime struggles. They think their sleep is shallow because of age. They blame stress for their jumpy nerves. They assume muscle twitches are just part of getting older. But often the issue isn't the body failing, it's the timing of their beverages stealing magnesium before the body can use it. The solution doesn't require giving up the drinks you enjoy. It's simply about spacing them out. A small gap can make a massive difference. Give coffee and black tea a few hours of distance from your magnesium. Keep alcohol even further away, especially if you take your supplement at night, and keep carbonated drinks outside your supplement window entirely. This isn't about restriction. It's about protecting the mineral long enough for your body to absorb it. Once people make this shift, the improvements appear quickly. Muscles stay calmer. Evening tension fades, sleep feels steadier, the heart feels more stable. The supplement finally works not because you changed the brand or increased the dose, but because your body finally had the chance to use it. But even perfect drink timing won't help if the next mistake is happening behind the scenes. And this next one is the reason so many people take magnesium faithfully yet stay deficient, because another pill in their routine is blocking absorption at the cellular level without them ever realizing it. Mistake number three. A familiar pattern shows up in how many people take magnesium, everything swallowed at once. Often it's a single large pill before bed taken with the expectation that it will flip a switch and trigger instant relaxation. The idea sounds simple, it feels efficient, but the body doesn't use magnesium in one big wave. It relies on small, steady amounts delivered gradually. Magnesium moves through the digestive system using controlled transport points. Tiny checkpoints designed to handle only a limited amount at any given moment. When a heavy dose arrives, all at once, those checkpoints don't open wider or work faster. They slow. The excess magnesium sits inside the intestines instead of entering your bloodstream. And that leftover material can pull water with it and irritate the gut. This is why some people notice churning, loose stools, or a wired, restless feeling at night after taking one oversized serving. Their body isn't rejecting magnesium, it's reacting to overload. There's another layer to this problem. Supplement labels often list the weight of the entire compound, not the actual amount of elemental magnesium inside. Someone may see 400 mg printed on the bottle and assume they're getting a full therapeutic dose when the usable magnesium is only a fraction of that amount. So they double up thinking they're finally reaching the right level. But in reality, they're just pushing more volume into the gut than the absorption system can handle at once. A smarter approach is to divide the intake, smaller portions spaced throughout the day, move through those checkpoints far more efficiently. A. Morning serving supports muscles and the stress response during busy hours. A. Midday portion helps maintain balance when fatigue and tension tend to rise. A. Gentle amount in the evening encourages relaxation without overwhelming digestion. People who shift to this rhythm often notice clearer benefits. More consistent, calm, smoother sleep, fewer nighttime jolts, and much less digestive upset. Not because the supplement changed, but because the body finally received magnesium in a pattern it can use. But even with perfect timing and spacing, magnesium can still lose the battle if another factor in your routine blocks it at the exact moment it tries to enter your cells, and that leads to the next mistake. One hidden inside everyday medications and supplements that millions of adults rely on without realizing the conflict happening inside their system. Mistake, no. Number two, medicine cabinets are often the hidden reason magnesium never delivers its full effect. Not because anyone is doing something wrong, but because certain pills quietly compete with magnesium the moment they enter the body. Many people stack their routine: blood pressure medications, reflux pills, vitamins, minerals, sleep aids, and then take magnesium right on top of it. It feels efficient, it feels organized. But inside your system, those combinations can work against each other. Acid-reducing drugs are one of the biggest disruptors. When stomach acid drops too low, magnesium struggles to separate from its compound, which means it can't move across the gut lining. It gets trapped before it even begins its job. People who rely on these medications often assume their magnesium supplement is weak when the real issue is that the digestive environment isn't allowing it through. Iron and calcium create a different kind of conflict. They share the same transport pathways as magnesium. When all three arrive together, magnesium gets pushed aside and rarely crosses into circulation. High-dose zinc or certain herbal blends can slow things down even further. And diuretics commonly prescribed for swelling, blood pressure, or heart concerns can cause the body to lose magnesium at a pace faster than it can be replaced, leaving a gap between what you take and what your body retains. Vitamin D adds yet another layer. When the body activates vitamin D, it leans heavily on magnesium as a coactor. If someone takes a strong vitamin D supplement at the same time as magnesium, the activation process can consume the mineral faster than the gut absorbs it. That creates a quiet deficit that doesn't show up immediately, but builds over time. The solution isn't fear, it's coordination. Giving each item its own window dramatically reduces these conflicts. Magnesium works best when it isn't competing with calcium or iron. Reflux medications should be set far apart from it. Antibiotics should never share the same timing. And anyone taking diuretics or multiple prescriptions should recognize that their magnesium needs may be higher than average. Once the timing is cleaned up, the difference becomes unmistakable. Rest feels deeper, muscles settle more easily. Evening, tension loosens. The nervous system stops feeling overstimulated. Suddenly, the supplement performs exactly the way it was supposed to. Not because the formula changed, but because nothing is standing in its way. But there's still one mistake capable of undoing everything you fix. The most underestimated habit of all. It has nothing to do with food, drinks, or prescriptions. And it shapes the way magnesium behaves inside your gut from the very first swallow. Mistake no. 1. The biggest misunderstanding around magnesium isn't the timing, the food, or the medications. It's hydration, but not the drink 8 cups a day kind. It's true cellular hydration, the kind your digestive system relies on to move minerals across the gut wall. Without enough fluid in your tissues, magnesium struggles to dissolve, struggles to travel, and sometimes irritates the gut instead of calming it. Here's where the issue starts. Many people take magnesium at night long after their last glass of water. The day has gone by They've had coffee, tea, maybe wine. They've eaten salty meals. Their body is already running low on fluid. Then they swallow magnesium on a near dry stomach and expect it to settle them into sleep. But inside the digestive tract, something very different unfolds. Magnesium needs a cushion of moisture to disperse properly. It needs fluid surrounding it so it can dissolve evenly and move across the intestinal lining. Without that cushion, the mineral stays concentrated in one spot. That dense pocket pulls water abruptly into the gut. The lining becomes reactive. The intestines tighten. And for some people, this triggers cramps, churning, nausea, or that sudden heart racing sensation that seems to appear out of nowhere. None of it resembles the calm they were hoping for. This isn't because magnesium is harsh. It's because the body wasn't prepared to receive it. A dehydrated digestive tract reacts instead of absorbing. And the deceptive part is that you may not feel dehydrated at all. You might think, I had water today. But mild dehydration rarely announces itself. It shows up in interrupted sleep, restless legs, shoulder tension, or a stomach that feels unsettled when it should feel quiet. Correcting this is simple, and the improvement is often dramatic. Your body needs a hydration buffer before taking magnesium, especially in the evening. Not ice-cold water, which can slow digestion, but comfortable, steady sips of room temperature fluid. A short hydration window, 30 to 40 minutes before your supplement, primes your gut. It softens the tissues, spreads the magnesium evenly when it arrives, and helps the mineral move into your bloodstream efficiently. Some people find that adding a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of minerals helps create a more balanced environment for absorption, especially after caffeine, sweating, or medications that increase water loss. Once the body is properly hydrated, magnesium behaves completely differently. It moves quietly. It absorbs cleanly. Instead of irritation, you feel relaxation. Instead of that wired but tired tension, you drift more naturally into sleep. Muscles unclench, breathing deepens, and the supplement finally does what you've wanted it to do all along. If you've ever taken magnesium and felt worse instead of better, this is often the reason your body wasn't rejecting the mineral. It was asking for water. Hydration is the foundation that supports every other. Correction in this guide, timing, spacing, dosage, food interactions, everything. Once you fix this piece, the entire system opens up and magnesium stops behaving like a mystery and starts functioning like the essential tool your body truly needs. You've just seen how conclusion. Small habits can completely change the way magnesium works inside your body, not because the supplement is complicated, but because your routine shapes everything. How well you sleep, how calm your evenings feel, how steady your nerves stay throughout the day. When you correct these mistakes, magnesium stops feeling like a guessing game and finally becomes the tool it was meant to be. And the best part is this: every fix is simple. You don't need anything expensive. You don't need a new supplement. You just need the right timing, the right spacing, the right hydration, and a little awareness of what competes with what. Once those pieces fall into place, your body responds quickly. Nights feel smoother. Muscles stay quieter. Your mind settles faster when you lie down. You finally get the kind of rest your body has been craving. Now, I want to hear from you. Which mistake surprised you the most? Which one do you think you've been making without realizing it? Share it in the comments. I rate every single one because this channel exists to help you understand your body better, feel more confident in your health, and stay strong as life keeps moving forward. And if you found this helpful, make sure you watch the next video on your screen. It dives even deeper into the everyday habits that can strengthen or sabotage your health. Your body deserves clarity. Your nights deserve peace, and your health deserves the truth. I'll see you in the next one.